Hey, it's Luke, warehouse manager here. And I was talking to Mary this afternoon and she said, hey, why don't we have a video up of the Tanaka Lift-Loc? And I was like, I dropped the ball. So I wanted to get one up real quick, just as brief as possible. Kind of talk about it and like, why do I like it? What do I think it's for? Who do I think it's for? So I have a prototype here of it. The production one matches it pretty closely, except all of them, black or silver, are getting sent with a different tongue that is far better. Like, this is a good tongue. It's fine. Like, this is what most tongues are thickness wise, but the one that we're sending is a 3mm. It's stupid thick, but it's great. So, okay, why is this great? Well, 5 points of attachment, 30-pound weight limit, putting a basket on a rack without using zip ties or wale straps so it's secure, adjustable height. I don't really know what's bad about that. And it's very flexible too. So, you know, you have these struts here. I have these, for example, and then you have these longer struts here. So you can attach, if you work it out just right, you can attach to the same point. If you only have upper fork braze-ons, you can attach to a lower point on the fork, to lower braze-ons on the fork. If you have certain Rivendels that have fork crown mounting points, you can turn these and mount them. And really it's about mocking it up and then cutting these down. And so that's kind of the only like DIY guy kind of thing. But mounting it is pretty straightforward. I wrote the directions, so if you think they suck, please let me know. Like, I would like to hear it. But I wrote them based on, all right, I want them to be as straightforward as possible, no bullshit, no marketing jargon, and if you don't like reading any directions, I'm guilty as charged a lot of the time, I want photos. And so the photos kind of follow along the process. And this I think is really critical because not all racks have this. Like, the rack that I have on here is the latest version of the RBW52F from Nito. You can put lights. I really like that. So you can have a hanging light here or here, or if you want to jerry rig it and move it out, you can. It's up to you. I like the idea of a hanging light because it's kind of tucked away. That's like what I did here. I actually have my bike ready for a bike packing trip this weekend down to Capitola. About to leave work here and go do that, but have it tucked kind of out of the way. And I think that that's a really nice feature that we have here. And there are platform racks kind of like this that are out there, but I think where this has a slight upper hand is these added 2 points here. There are a lot of 3-point attachments. Even my rack here, like, to be fair, like, I love this rack. It's great, but it is a 1, 2, 3-point attachment. 5. I just like that, especially people tend to do some crazy stuff and run loads that are way too big on the front. I want more points of attachment so that there are more failure points and there's less likelihood that if one were to fail, then all would fail. You don't have to do this with this rack, but it's something that a lot of people I know do for front racks in general is they run a strap from the tombstone to their handlebar. And I don't do that because I'm driven by aesthetics and not by safety. And I hope my wife doesn't watch this video. But yeah, so I'd like to hear what you have to say about this if anyone has this. But yeah, I think it's a rad rack. I think it fills a nice gap in the market for, again, those platform racks that handle baskets well. I do really like the V3 of the Rat King Rip Rack that was just dropped with the fixed leg that has multiple points of attachment. That actually reminds me a lot of this one. Admittedly, this is different in that it has a strut at the bottom, but very much the same thing of that U being very, very strong. I think that style of attachment, that essentially single continuous strut so that it's burlier, is one of the two best ways of putting a rack on, the other being having 2 struts on either side. So anyway, hope to hear from you. Take care. Talk soon. Can't wait to go camping. Bye.